Hey, what's up, fam? It's Toni. I'm so excited that you've been tuning into the Still Coloring podcast. This has been a really good season, and I am so excited to tell you that in this episode, we have the only man, that's on the entire season for a reason. You guys know that I'm super passionate about watching women heal and find wholeness and really press into the hard things. But the truth is, men need it too. And so in this episode, we're gonna talk about what it looks like to really pursue healing as a man. So if you have a brother, a cousin, your daddy and them, your uncles, anybody that you know that is a man, you wanna send them this episode because we're really gonna dive into what it looks like to practically be a man that's pursuing healing and making sure that they're a leader of their lives, their households, and every aspect of what God has entrusted them with. You're gonna love Terrence Smith, and you are gonna be so excited about Kill Pride Club. You'll learn all about it in the episode. Check it out. Hey friend, it's Toni. I gotta tell you, it's been a long time coming watching the Lord redeem and restore the Still Coloring podcast season 7. And I gotta tell you, what's really cool about this season is that I did not do it alone. I wanna give a special shout out to my 2 sponsors for this season of the Still Coloring podcast. The first is an incredible video series and Bible study that I've gotten to be a part of for the last couple of years called Unshakable Moxie from Our Daily Bread Ministries. And the second is Bark Technologies, the leader in parental controls and safer tech for families. Now listen, if you've been listening to the Still Coloring podcast for a while, you know that Bark Technologies is my go-to choice when it comes to helping keep my daughter, Dylan, safe online and in real life. So I'm super grateful to Bark for giving parents who are raising kids in the digital age actual peace of mind. And wow, Our Daily Bread, I'm so grateful that I've gotten to be a part of 2 seasons of Unshakable Moxie. We get to travel around the world and interview women about their trauma and pain and how God's still using them in it. So if you have time, head over to unshakablemoxie.com and check it out. It's good stuff. I'm so grateful for these 2 partners for helping to bring this season of the podcast to life. Let's dive in. Hi, friends. I'm so excited. Still Coloring Podcast Season 7. We're here. We're talking about deep things. We're diving into some really intimate conversations for me because all of the people on these episodes are friends, people that have helped me through this season, a really wild season. If you don't know, Google it because all my business is on the internets. But here's what's really special about this episode in particular. In this episode, what's really happening is we're diving deep into men and mental health. And here's why. For those of you that don't know my story and you have not Googled my name, in September of 2023, I got a call from my ex-husband that he was being extorted. There was a video and some pictures, and we will not go into the details, okay? But it was crazy. And after enduring years and years of infidelity due to his sexual addiction and all sorts of things, I decided to end my marriage. And truly, in my weakest moments, I don't necessarily want my marriage back, but I do want from my ex-husband to find healing and real freedom. And that's probably been the most painful thing or part of all of this is because I'm the broken crayons girl. And I don't just want redemption for women, even though my ministry is geared towards women, but I really do want redemption for men too. I have this theory that when Oprah did like the Me Too movement, all the women were like, yeah, me too, me too. And then we got into counseling and we started being vulnerable and honest. And I think in a way we left the men behind. And so I wanted to make sure that on this season of the podcast, I didn't just talk to women, but I also talked to men. I have a son now and that makes me want to cry. We just started the episode. Go deep or go home. That's what we say on here. And so I have a special friend with me who's a man. Everybody else is women, but who's a man that's doing really great things for men, helping to redeem generations, honestly. And so I'm so super excited that my friend Terrence Smith of Kill Pride Club is on the podcast. Terrence, how are you doing?
Man, I am amazing. Listen, this right here. First of all, being the only man, I'm honored.
You should be.
I'm honored.
We don't let too many of y'all up in here. Okay? And you know what's funny?
What's up?
As I told you guys, Terrence has an incredible organization called Kill Pride Club, and it's for men only. And I get really upset about it because I come and help set up the food and then we got to leave, okay? So I'm allowing you in the space like you allow me in the space for 30 minutes only. You don't get no more else time, okay? You get to come in. No, I'm just kidding. This conversation is important. You know I have a son.
Yeah.
It makes me want to cry.
Yeah.
There are many moments in my life when I'm like, how do I raise a man?
Yeah.
Because I'm not raising a boy, right?
That's right.
Like he's a boy right now.
That's right.
But I'm raising a man.
That's right.
And I don't have what it takes to do that. And so I need other men in my life that can come fill the gaps that are present because of our situation. And you've been one of those men.
Thank you. Of course.
Literally just being able to be around you, see how you treat your wife and your 2 beautiful daughters, who I actually love very much.
Yes.
And lead other men in our community and beyond in this trek, I guess, this journey. Because I think it's not even a journey, it's a trek, because it's the wilderness.
Facts.
To being a healing, whole man.
Yeah.
Which, even that phrase is kind of weird.
Very.
Here's what I want to ask you. Yeah. This is part a joke, but also part serious.
Yeah.
What happened to the men, Terrence? What is going on? Why are we seeing so many men fall? Why are so many men battling with mental illness, addiction silently?
Yeah.
Why don't we know about it? What's happening?
I honestly believe that you hit on something when you said the men got left behind.
Yeah.
Right? There was an entire movement on women's liberation and all the things, rightfully so. And I think as a result of that, we kind of just begin hiding in the background. Or we retreated to what we knew as manhood, right? And so as a result of what we were taught as young men, the image of what manhood is and what it was and what it should be, I think in a lot of ways it's impacted us negatively, right? And so I think there are things about manhood that is naturally appealing. Yeah. Right? So it's like, we all like the macho, to be able to walk in spaces and people look at you a certain way and a level of respect. And but what I realized over time is like sometimes that can become a bit of an armor, right? Because you're told, hey man, like you can't cry, you can't show emotion. There's no way that you can show up in this world like this, because if you do, you're gonna get chewed up and spat out, right? And so as a result, we walk around and it's like, and for a long time it works. Right? Because when you show up in the room, again, people look at you a certain way.
Strong.
Right.
Got everything together.
They respect
not
you.
crying out here telling all your business.
That's right. And like there's an adage that in general, men want to be the guys who other guys want to be like and other women want to get with. Oh. That's kind of
I've actually heard that a lot.
Yeah. It's
that like okay, and I don't know, I'm not a man, but I've heard that like 80 to 90% of the things you guys do, it's to be the strongest man in the room. Yeah. Or to attract the hottest lady in the room. Oh my God. It's like, I'm trying to get money, but I'm trying to impress.
Most of the decisions. Even when you look at people in like the relationship with Jesus, most of the people's relationship with Jesus started because they were chasing a woman.
Oh, they were chasing a woman. Y'all was at the worship thing.
Hands
one
up.
Eye open.
That's right. That's
Look
right.
At, she see me.
Trying to
she
feel
see
the
me
vibes out here in the Lord's house.
She see me? Do you think she see me worship?
Let me put this water on my face real quick.
That's why y'all be putting so much cologne on before church. It's crazy. We can taste you guys, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay? Like
y'all are walking by. We can smell it and taste your cologne. It's crazy. Okay. Ever wonder how parents are handling that new rite of passage, giving their child their first phone? The best option isn't your old hand-me-down, let me just say that. It's the Bark phone, which is built specifically for kids. So what does a phone designed with child safety in mind look like? Well, first and foremost, parents can control almost every feature of the Bark phone. Want it to call or text only? You can do that. Want to disable all apps at bedtime? Not a problem. You can also manage features like whether they can use the camera or download apps. The Bark phone also comes with Bark's secret sauce, their advanced content monitoring. It'll scan their text, emails, save photos and videos, and apps for signs of concerning content. You'll get an alert if anything's off, so you can check in and make sure everything's okay. And listen, y'all, these alerts can flag bullying language in texts or explicit images they may be sent, all the things you as a parent definitely want to know about. Bark will also let you block websites and apps so you can help protect your child from dangerous and inappropriate things on the internet. It is all about enabling your child to learn how to use technology more safely and in gradual steps with your supervision. Bark does so much more too, y'all, including custom screen time schedules, location tracking when your child is away from home. It's the best, okay? And it's the best thing to happen to digital parenting because y'all know it's crazy out here. Now listen, if you're not in the market for a new kid's phone, but you're still interested in keeping your kids safer online, Bark also has an app that you can put on iPhones, Androids, Chromebooks, iPads, and even Kindles. To check out Bark and how it can help your family, I want you to visit info.bark.us/Toni. I'll say it again. Visit info.bark.us/Toni. Check it out, y'all, and lean in. Okay, there's something that you said that I want to lean into.
Yeah.
I read or started reading this book by John Eldredge.
Yeah.
I read the woman's one. It's called Captivating.
Okay.
And it's all about a woman's design. And there's a male one. And I was like, well, I have a son now. I probably need to read something. And so in Wild at Heart, which is an incredible resource for men, John Eldredge talks about this idea that men were not designed to be women. Right? That there is this very different aspect of adventure and challenge and warriorhood and danger, actually, that the Lord himself put on the inside of you guys.
That's right.
I feel like the enemy has somehow thwarted that. And I think the enemy, again, he's the author of confusion. So I think what has happened is that men feel like being dangerous, being adventurous, being strong means the absence of vulnerability. And I have this theory that you actually can't be brave or courageous unless you're willing to face the hard things and name them.
Yep.
What happened to that bit of confusion? Was it society that taught men that?
Yeah.
Generations?
Yeah.
Is it specific to race?
Yeah.
Why is it so difficult to be both strong and weak for men?
I think this, when I think about where we are, I honest to God believe that there's an identity crisis. Right. And I think we're seeing it with men, but I think there's also a generational thing that we're seeing too, where people are acting and moving in ways that we traditionally have not moved. Right. And I think there is a level of selfishness that exists in our society that wasn't necessarily as apparent or prevalent as I would say when I was growing up.
Yeah, we were more communal.
Way more
there was
communal.
Villages.
That's right.
We ate on Sundays with our grandmama and them. Yep,
that's right.
True.
And so I think part of it is that, and I think anytime you allow that isolation to creep in, people can dictate how you move a little easier. Right. And so you're able
There's no accountability.
Yeah. Like there's no accountability. There's no one holding you accountable. There's no one to go to and say, hey, look, this is what I'm struggling with.
Good.
And someone's saying, hey, that's okay. Right. And so as a result, we get in our own heads. And we begin creating narratives about what is masculine and what isn't. And then you have an opportunity. All you got to do is go on the internet for a little bit and you can find whatever it is that you're looking for to affirm the feelings that you already have. Right. And so
That's
I think
true. Because you could just Google, what is, masculinity in 2026 look like?
Yes.
And then you've got this whole narrative that wasn't even based on design.
That's exactly right.
Like biblical design.
That's exactly right.
But it's just like society.
Yes. And we do that with everything. Yeah. Right. So we go to Google and depending on how many relationships that you have in real life, if you don't have the relationships in real life to challenge the things that you find on the internet.
Then you literally just believe the internet.
Boom.
Dang.
That's it.
I hate the internet and I love it. Darn it.
It's a balance.
Yeah.
But I think that's part of the issue, right?
Yeah.
And so because we are in silos and because we're living in ways that are isolated, we're solving our own problems, but we're not having the right solutions or the right answers.
Perfect.
Right? And so I think that is a part of it. I think there's also this idea of taking the things that we learned from our elders and what they received was a bit of a broken blueprint, right? So it's like their version of manhood was based in survival, a lot of them, right? This is how I have to show up. This is what I got to do.
I actually can't even focus on the formation of my personality because I'm literally surviving.
That's it.
When you're in survival mode, you actually can't focus on anything else.
Right.
No, I'm not going to go to the counseling office. I'm going to work
That's
all
exactly
day.
right. That's it. And so when you are surviving, you're constantly thinking about, all right, how do I survive? As opposed to, it's the whole Maslow's hierarchy of needs thing, right? Like you got to have those foundational, needs met before you're able to move on up into the higher.
And I know that. I know that truth because I will say, before the divorce, I felt like I was progressing in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I was healing. I was consistently in counseling. I had even gone from counseling every single week to bi-weekly to once a month.
Yep.
I was like, okay, I've worked on some really hard things. There's some foundation, but now I get to kind of lean into formation.
Yep.
Like, who do I want to be and how do I want to show up for my family? What are some additional things that I can learn? But when you're in counseling every single week trying to literally do surgery on your wounds, you don't have the freedom that you need to actually work on who you want to be.
That's it.
Because identity, it goes back to this identity crisis.
Yep.
I actually can't focus on my identity because I'm completely worn out.
That's it.
I don't know who I am because I'm just trying to exist.
Yep. And so I don't have the margin.
I don't have margin.
I don't have margin.
That's
and so
good.
what I'm feeling that margin, or what I'm feeling that time and energy with, is what I'm finding in places that were never designed to give me the answers of who I'm supposed to be.
Anyway.
Right?
My work.
That's it. That's it.
We are really just like,
that's it.
We are like spiraling down into it. Now I find all of my worth or identity in my work, in working out, in making sure that I'm showing up for my family well, that I'm providing well.
That's right.
And now it's more about doing than being.
That's right. And as a man, you mentioned all those things.
And those are like a lot of the weight that you guys bear.
Yes.
As men.
Yes.
Oh, that sucks.
It is. And so the beauty of it is that we're privileged to have the opportunity to do it. Right. Now I think that is amazing in the way that God has wired us and allowed us to be. However, it doesn't mean we ain't tired. Right.
Ciao. Because we all tired.
Listen, we need a nap right now.
Right now, actually. It's just barely the morning.
Right now.
A morning nap would be great.
Right now. But
that's really good.
When you're tired, right? You're just trying to figure out how to get to the next thing. You don't really have the bandwidth to think about my emotions, right? Part of my story is the way the Kill Pride Club even began to begin with was like, I was dealing with grief. My father died in 2015. And when he died in 2015, I was in the middle of working 3 part-time jobs. I was a graduate student. I was a husband, a father, and we were in the middle of buying a house. And so all those things were happening as he was dying, not to mention being a brother and, of course, the son. And so there was no way that I could even manage my own emotions. And so it wasn't until 2023 that I started grieving.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so many years. I can't add that fast.
8.
5, 6,
8.
5, 8 years.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Got to do that fast math. No, but that grieves me. Ooh. Because again, like it's like I'm tooting this horn over and over again, but it just didn't matter to me as much until I had a son. And I just want to be honest about that. Like, I think it was so easy for me to be a person or a leader that pushed women into healing and cared so deeply and had so much compassion because I had a daughter.
For sure.
So I'm like, I'm trying to get myself right so I can get her right, like all the things.
That's right.
And then I have this boy, and the Lord gave me, I'll never forget it. I preached on a Mother's Day right after I had my son, and I was supposed to be preaching to the moms.
Yeah.
But I was getting him up that morning, and I felt this like conviction from the Lord that this message wasn't about the women. It wasn't for the moms. It was for the men. And I was like, well, that's really weird because this is like one of our only days to be celebrated as moms, as women. But I mean, I couldn't get it out. And I stood on stage at Go Church in Sharpsburg, Georgia, actually. And I just said, I'm getting this visual from the Lord of Jesus on the cross. And it's this moment where God separated himself from Jesus in the spirit so that he could actually bear our sins and feel the weight of humanity. Because he had to.
Yes.
He had to have
That's
that moment where he felt the weight of all of our sins. And Jesus screams out, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani, my God, why have you forsaken me? And all morning the Lord, like, I mean, men's faces were like flashing in my, like, I just kept thinking of all the men who got to the point or get to the point where they're so broken. They have been crushed for so long that they're screaming out, why, God, have you forsaken me? Why has the world forgotten about me? Why isn't anyone checking on me? Why is this so hard? And I just remember this moment where I called all the men in the room to close their eyes. And if you're watching this and you're a man, you could do it right now. And I was like, I just want you to imagine you in a room with your mama. And if you didn't have a mom, I'm sorry. And I just want you to imagine her saying to you, son, come here.
Good Lord.
I know you've been carrying everything. I know that you've been fighting for your family. I know that you have been trying to show everyone that you're strong and mask the sorrow. Come, let me hold you. Oof. And I can't even tell you, Terrence, I looked around the room, men, eyes closed, shaking, fighting back tears. Some I could tell were more comfortable with their tears and just let them come on out, you know? And I just, ever since then, like, I've just felt this call to acknowledge the men as we're building things for women. And it's why when I heard about Kill Pride Club, I was like, there's something for the men. And I'm like posting about it, supporting it. I'm like wearing the gear. Community's the new cool.
Man, I appreciate you, sister.
Because I just so desperately, in 10 years, want my son to walk in a room and feel like it's normal to be able to say, man, I'm tired. Like, I want that for for everybody, for all the men, for the teen boys, for the boys that are growing up, to know that. And I think the only way we do that is as women, we take responsibility and reach back.
That's so good.
And grab y'all and say, listen, we did leave y'all suckers.
That's
okay?
so good, man.
We did leave y'all. And come on, let me hold you.
That's
like,
good.
we're right here. And it doesn't make you less of a man. And it doesn't make us respect you less. Come on, women, if you're watching this, I'm tired of y'all telling these men they weak. That's weird. Okay? I don't respect you less. I respect you more for being honest.
That's good.
And I feel like that is what we have to do if we're going to see a generation of men start healing.
That's, man.
Right?
Oh my God. What you've just said. Oh my God, the story. Man, you about to get my eyes
I know.
Like, bro,
I just put my little makeup back on.
Too early
Lord
for all
have
this.
mercy.
It's too early for all this.
It's too early.
But like, I think there's a beauty.
Yeah.
And I think this oftentimes gets either misconstrued or just completely disregarded. Like, we need each other. Right?
Like, surprise.
Like straight up, we need each other.
Men and women.
Yes, we need each other.
Yes.
And I think right now, I don't know, man. And I realize, like, I am of the belief, I've said this before, I feel like some podcast mics should cost like $50,000 so that everybody didn't have one.
Right.
Because some people just don't need them. Yeah, you got to hush.
Y'all got to be quiet.
They got to hush. And,
Truly.
And I realize, like, part of what we are experiencing is everybody has a platform. And so whatever your thoughts are, they come up and they come out. And I've seen a lot of...
I'm sorry. Come up and out is crazy. Because we want them to come up.
Then you got to come up.
But you don't need to come out all the time.
They don't have to always come out. Listen here. And I feel like...
It's true.
What we've seen is like... There's this battle between the sexes. And this battle of the sexes. And it's like we're fighting each other. And it's like, man, we don't have to fight each other. We were designed to work in tandem.
Together.
To work together. And it's like... Any day on the internet, it's about what women are willing to accept as men, what men are willing to accept from women. And I think there's this battle. And I think what you just said is so key.
Yeah.
Because when you help create an environment where a man feels like, man, I can actually let my guard down. It changes everything.
Changes everything. And I'm going to be honest with you. I grew up with a country daddy, okay? Strong, masculine. I think I maybe saw my dad cry one time. Maybe. I don't even know. I always felt like he wasn't proud of me, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm going to be honest. At the beginning of dating and in early marriage, I frowned upon men being vulnerable.
Of course.
Because I was like, you need to be like my daddy. Why you?
Of course.
I don't know. Yeah. And I really deeply regret some of those days and the mistakes that I made in relationships and marriages because I was what is happening in the world with every other female. I'm like, okay, this is going to go deep a little bit because I genuinely feel like for some reason, women, I'm sorry, we want a bestie and not a brave covering. That's what we're trying to get out of men. We want them to be like us so we're more comfortable in the relationship so that there won't be so much sharpening. That we don't have to refine each other because you're just like me. And I've been guilty of that. I'm not saying this from a place of condemnation. I'm saying it from a place of authority because I've done it. We have to, y'all are different than us.
We are.
Men are different.
But that's what makes it beautiful, right? So when I think about my relationship with my wife, B, like we man, that's my dog.
I know.
Like
I just love her, truly.
we are very similar in a lot of ways.
Sure.
Right? Like, which is part of what makes our relationship work, right? There's things that like I don't have to worry about because she's got it, and vice versa. But there are moments, right? Like where there's differences. And as you alluded to earlier, I have a house full of women.
Full.
Lord have mercy.
Belinda
listen
and
here,
them two
Jesus.
girls.
Listen here. And mood management alone.
Mood management is
Listen
stupid.
here, it's crazy.
We're sorry.
Yeah, but there's a beauty in that because whenever there are things that we are having conversations around or decisions that are to be made, even around like Kill Pride Club, I lean into what she is feeling, right? Because she has a level of discernment that I may not have.
Well, because you weren't designed to have that.
Bingo.
If we are both made in the image of God.
Yes.
And we're different, then that means we individually as women and we individually as men got different parts of God.
That's right.
Different gifts.
That's right.
Different talents.
That's right.
Different levels of discernment.
That's exactly right. And so the beauty of that is the ability to work together in tandem. Because I really believe, man, like this, and part of the Kill Pride Club, the excitement for me is that it's not just the men that are going to be beneficiaries of our time together. Right? Like whenever they leave, they're better for their houses. They're better for their kids. They're better for their wives and their relationships. They're better leaders in the community. They're better all around. And so for me, when I think about what we're doing in the community that we're building, like we're disruptors.
I love
it. We're holy disruptors, right? Like that is what we...
Good trouble.
Listen, all of it, right? And I think the beauty of that is that's what we're called to be. Right? And so when we see things that are not going the way that they should be going, I think God calls us to do something about it.
Do something about it.
Right?
And to go into action, to actually be the hands and feet of Jesus.
That's it.
I really love that. Wow, I have really gotten to be a part of some incredible organizations and worked on some really, really fun projects. And the one that I'm getting ready to tell y'all about has been my all-time favorite. It's Unshakable Moxie. It's a tell it like it is, real, raw, vulnerable Bible study from Our Daily Bread Ministries for women who want their lives to be a love letter, praising God's faithfulness, even when it sucks. When life's answers don't come easy, this 6-part study that I've gotten to be a part of explores topics everyone is afraid to discuss out loud and digs in to see what Scripture has to say about them. Right now, all of my listeners and watchers can get a copy of Unshakable Moxie and a second copy for free to share with a friend because y'all know we want to make sure that you're not doing life alone. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to go.odb.org/Toni-Moxie. I know that was a lot. I'm gonna say it again. Type in go.odb.org/Toni, Toni-Moxie, MOXIE. Check it out. It's so good. Okay, I'm gonna tell on myself. I used to say this saying, women heal eye to eye, men heal shoulder to shoulder. And it sounds real cool. And I kind of don't think it's true anymore. And I honestly feel bad because, I mean, I actually think it's in my first book and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have lived by it. Because how shallow is it to say that y'all don't have the ability? The whole saying is like, we as women, we heal intimately. Like, we can look each other in the eye and hold each other and cry together. And that men actually need to be doing something like golf or something so they can talk, break the ice. But how shallow is that to say that y'all can't, that actually we heal differently? And I do think, again, there are different aspects of it. But I think what happens is we've excluded y'all from intimacy by literally just saying, oh, well, they're different. So they probably, it's like, no, I've seen some men lay prostrate on their face crying for real. And their brothers come around them and gather. And I mean, what you're building, like what you have built with Kill Pride Club is that. And I'm telling you, when I get to go set up the little charcuterie and the whatever, seeing men in a room full, like these events that you're putting on in the city in Atlanta is like full of men, has convicted me, honestly, because I'm like, I've been shouting from the rooftops all over the freaking world that, oh, women heal eye to eye and men heal shoulder to shoulder, and you are proving that that's not true.
Well, I won't completely dismiss that. Because there is an aspect of the shoulder to shoulder, right? Like it's as an athlete growing up, there is a camaraderie, a visual, like there's a visual to that.
We're on the field together.
Right.
That's
so
good.
we do battle together. And there are moments when you huddle too, right? So it's like the side to side and the huddle. Oh,
I have the chills. I'm going to use that in the service. You better.
It's yours right here.
Because you're on the field, shoulder to shoulder, battling.
That's right.
But when you need to come together, get a game plan, you huddle.
That's it. So it's not incorrect. It was just incomplete.
It was just incomplete. It's both.
It's both. It's both and. So yeah,
I really love that.
You're not wrong. It was just incomplete.
Yeah, because we do, and by we, I mean y'all men, okay? Because I don't want to be a part of this. Y'all do need to stand in the trenches.
Yeah.
And when it's time to heal, y'all need to come and huddle.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't know why I needed that again, but I did.
It's all right. It's all right. But I'm glad you brought it up because I think there is a misconception that we're incapable of doing that.
I know.
And truthfully, like,
y'all ain't good at it.
But listen,
I'm gonna just be honest. Some of y'all,
I've been trash.
Baby, I'm dating a little bit right now. You know this, okay? Yeah. And there have been moments where I'm like, y'all really don't know how to do this.
Like, but for real, Toni, we weren't taught. Right? Like the examples that we had.
Yes.
And again, this is not a dig or a diss to them. They were doing what they knew how to do.
Period.
Right? And
the best that they actually can. And we all are just doing the best we can. And what can we ask?
Right. Whenever you know better, you have an obligation to do better.
Yeah.
Right? And so whenever I had that experience with grief, I realized like, bro, you're walking around here carrying this stuff.
Yeah.
And you don't necessarily have to just carry it by yourself. It was like, so this is how
But you really do be shocked a little bit. Like, oh. Okay.
So shocked.
I know.
Right? Because I'm not a person that shares, and if you ask me, like, emotions, that's not part of my language, right? Like I reference this multiple times.
It's like we know what our strengths are.
That's right. That's right. And so she would ask me, like, how do you feel about that? And my reaction was like, I don't like it. Like that's not an emotion though.
That's not an emotion.
Not on the wheel.
I don't like it.
You can't find that on the wheel now. Yeah. Yes.
I felt dishonored.
Yes. And so like it's taking a while to be able to have the vocabulary, the emotional vocabulary.
Sure.
And that comes with practice, just like any 100%. Other thing that we do. And I think that is what we're trying to do by creating opportunity to do that.
Which goes back to the field.
You better come on here.
I didn't came back.
Hey, you got a whole sermon.
I didn't mess around.
This a series. You done got, what's the series?
Men on the field.
Fighting for the Lord.
You better come up with that resource.
Yes.
We could write a whole devotional.
Let's do it.
And it'd be like grass, like a field.
Come on.
Lord, I didn't hit the mic. You know what I mean?
You can see it.
I can see it. Men on the field.
It happened right here.
I think we just came out with the resource for Kill Pride Club.
This is magic.
And this is why we need each other.
That's it.
Okay, we're going to get practical in our last 10 minutes.
All right, okay.
We're going to get practical.
All right, yes.
Because I do know that we have men watching, and we want to get practical.
Absolutely.
Like we want to give some actual steps.
Absolutely.
All right, what would you say are the top 2 things that men need if they're just fresh up on the I need to get healthy. Yeah. I want to be on a healing journey. I want to be on my wholeness journey. What are the 2 things that they need to do to get started?
I think number 1 is be honest with yourself.
Okay.
Like that.
You need to be honest.
You got to.
You ain't barely been honest with yourself.
Listen. God damn. How can we move?
Yeah.
How can you be helped?
How can you name something to other people when you can't name it for yourself?
Yes. And so much of that is like getting to yourself and getting away from the noise, right? Like there's so many opportunities. It's hilarious.
I know. We're in the city, baby. Okay, this is it.
That's right on cue.
Yeah.
But like, how can you really know who you are if you're constantly flooding your head with other things, right?
Yep.
So it's like,
and so where do you find that? Is that counseling? Is it like
so honestly
by yourself in the room? Like what is it?
It depends. Okay. I think it varies for different people, right? Sure. Like for me personally, I'm a self-improvement junkie. So like I'm reading every book.
You're reading the books, podcast, which essentially is not by yourself.
That's right.
It's someone else's content.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Telling you, teaching you. So it still is a form of community.
That's right. Okay. That's exactly right. So like for me, that's where it begins. It's like, all right, well,
let me read some stuff.
Let's figure this out, right? So I'm gonna check out all the podcasts that are helpful, usually finding ones that aren't necessarily mainstream pop culture type ones.
Right. Because now you got the tip drill going on and you're back to square one.
We're right back.
Okay, if you know what tip drill is, okay, if you're watching this, that's a problem. Okay? Because we was watching The Uncut or whatever it was called with them credit cards, all right? And it has influenced...
And then we get the pastor to come on and sell the water right afterwards.
If you don't know what that is, please do not Google it.
This is hilarious.
Please don't Google it.
This is like saying there's an elephant in the room right here. Don't look at the elephant. Oh, man.
Anyways.
So it starts there, right? But I think deep down, like, you gotta have at least one friend.
At least one.
At least one.
Jesus brought 3 close.
Come on here.
Peter, James, and John.
That's it.
He did not bring all 12 to the Garden of Gethsemane, where he literally was so stressed and so full of anxiety, where he sweated blood. Is sweated a word? It's gonna be today.
It is.
Sweat.
Yeah. We'll take it.
Is sweat past tense?
Put the ED on it. That's whatever. Put the ED on it. FBI.
And he brought 3 close. Only 3. And he had 12 that he could have.
That's right.
But all 12 maybe can't go.
All 12 can't go.
All 12 can't go to the garden. That's chapter 7 in the devotional.
They can't.
They can't.
And I think that's the beauty of... It may be
1 or 3.
The beauty of relationships is that you can have them in circles, right? And so like the beauty of it is like, all right, I got this wide circle.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. We can hang out. We have a good time.
But I can't tell you all my business.
That's it.
I can't.
Then you have a closer one.
Yeah.
Right? And with each layer, you're revealing... One of my favorite phrases is like, that person doesn't have that type of access to me. Right?
They don't have that type of access to you.
Don't.
And that's okay.
And that's okay.
Yep.
And I think as a society, there are times when we feel like we got to be super nice to everybody.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Right.
But like, I think having an intimate circle, at least 1 or 2, I think can at least begin shifting, helping you, right? And so that's the beauty of the organization for me. It's like, if you don't have that, right?
Come find it.
Come find it, right?
At Kill Pride Club.
This is your tribe.
Listen, it ain't even a shameless plug. No, what is it called? It is a shameless plug because it's shameless. Because we want men, at least in the city of Atlanta, to start connecting with resources. Like, and truly, Terrence, like, I have not seen a lot of spaces for men or resources to really process and to really heal. And you have created that in our city, and it's amazing.
Thank you.
And we need to go to other cities, okay? And by we, I mean us, because I'm a part of Kill Pride Club too.
Yes, you are.
I set up the chicken strips.
No,
I did drop about 7 of them outside one time. I put it right back on the platter.
I didn't need to know that.
I don't know why I said it. I get so vulnerable. Confessions are part of my DNA.
Extra seasoning?
I did, and I'm so sorry. Now, it wasn't nothing on them, but they did fall out that trunk.
Why are you like...
Belinda, and I couldn't say nothing because your wife is a germaphobe. So I was like...
Why are you like
Don't tell
this?
the men. Don't tell the men.
It's been digested by now.
Because y'all don't even care, I don't think.
It's cool.
Okay,
they got
great.
8.
Okay, this is my second question, then we can get out of here.
Yeah.
How do men process pain better? I feel like y'all get angry.
We do.
And start screaming.
We do. I think having a release period is good, right? Healthy releases, right?
Healthy releases.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
I am of the belief. So we look at the characters of the Bible, right? Or the main people of the Bible. And for me, one that I study quite a bit is Noah, right? I'm fascinated by Noah. Listen, well, I'm fascinated by him, right?
Yeah.
Because there are moments where Noah gets praised, but then there's moments when Noah gets like chastised in terms of like the way that we see Noah.
Yeah.
Like, so for me, Noah has been tasked with building something he never saw. Ever.
Wow.
Right?
That's frustrating.
That's us. That's men. Many of us.
Building
right?
something you
Building
never
something
saw
you never
modeled
saw.
for you.
That's right. And so when you think about Noah, right? So Noah is supposed to build this great big gigantic boat because there's a flood coming, right? Via rain. Rain ain't ever existed before. So like, how do you build something?
Genesis.
Yes. How do you build something?
You have danger coming that you've never seen.
Never seen it.
With the protection that you need that you've never seen built.
Never seen built, right? So you're building this thing, right? People are laughing, ha, 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 ha. It's all funny, it's all fun. Imagine the pressure that brother had, right? He's like, all right, I got to build this thing. I don't know what I'm doing, but like God has told me this is what I need to do, so I'm going to do it.
Good,
and so as a result, he's out here building it. People are laughing. Finally, the rain comes. It's tasked with him. He's carrying the burdens of the entire world because it is his responsibility to get all the people in, to get all the animals in. And so that's pressure, right? That is pressure. Then you're in a boat with all these stinking animals, and there's doo-doo, and there's family, and you can't go nowhere. We've been in the house. We remember COVID, right? Like
that's true.
That pressure, right?
And it was stupid.
It was stupid.
And it was pee everywhere.
Listen.
I'm just kidding.
And so with him, like, he gets the bad rap about being an alcoholic, right? Yeah. But realistically, that brother needed a release. And granted it probably could have been a better.
We could have
done something different. But like
ride a horse that you got in the back seat.
Something. So he got bucket naked, right? He got drunk, got naked. That boy got wild.
Wow.
Right? But many of us, men, people, we all need something to be able to release, right? And so I think that whenever we're thinking about men in general, the pressure that we carry is part of the reason why there's so many different avenues and options to explore that release valve. Now, what we do with it and what we choose
that's good, Terrence.
to be our release, that's up. We got to do better jobs at that.
We have to do a better job.
But I think that's number one. And I think that is a big thing
you
that we
heard
can do.
it here, men's. Okay? Get you 1 or 2 close. Maybe try counseling.
Yeah.
Start doing some research around resources.
Yeah.
And find healthier releases.
Yes. That's it.
Put that on a quote graphic.
Come on here.
Love that. Okay, last thing I will say.
All right.
I'm going to read. So I've got this new book. Y'all know this. Don't Try This Alone. We're talking about community. I don't actually. Okay, chapter 9 of the book. This is so fun. Chapter 9 is find the right players for your team. Wow. If that's not
Hey, magic is happening.
No, the Lord
here.
is actually
listen,
speaking to us right here on the podcast.
Do you feel that?
But let me tell you why he's actually speaking to us.
Yes.
In chapter 9, find the right players for your team, I talk about you and Belinda.
Oh, snap.
And I say, because when we get the right people in their rightful place, in the right timing, we're covered on all sides. And there's a story in chapter 9 about how we moved into our new house, and 3 months later it flooded. And I was gone for the first time on the road. And
getting back to it.
And someone asked me, they were like, what's going on? My nanny called me, and I said in the book, my house is flooded, all of it. It's just flooded. And everyone's like, are you okay? And I said, God's going to fix it. Looking back on that moment, I may have seemed like a real psychopath, but I believe that he's going to do it. God is going to save us. And when I returned to my phone call with my nanny, I coached her and I said, hey, you just calm down. I'll call our landlord. It's okay. I called the landlord. I enlisted my neighbor, Mike. Then I called my good friends, Belinda and Terrence, telling them I didn't know what to do. And Belinda said, Terrence can come over and vacuum it up because we have a water vac in our basement because we had some issues with our basement. And when my landlord came over to evaluate, he let me know that this has happened before and it was crazy. Okay, so fast forward. Okay. Toni, my landlord, said, this is unheard of. The water retention company can't find the moisture. One of the workers asked, can you tell us, can you show us where the water was? And I didn't hesitate. I was like, it was everywhere. Actually everywhere. The whole thing was wet, but they couldn't find moisture anywhere. I watched them take more readings and the house was as dry as if it had never happened at all. I look at my landlord and I said, God did this. Praying all day. We were praying with my friends and this was God and my people. Y'all saved our house.
Man.
And that kind of physical presence is what we really needed. And I just think it's a beautiful thing that we get to do this podcast looking back literally like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
And we get to see how like really the Lord uses his people to bless his people.
Yes.
And you and Belinda have been that for me in so many ways.
Oh my God.
And so I'm really happy that you came on the podcast. I'm really happy to scream Kill Pride Club from the rooftops. Men, go on social media, on the Instagrams, look up Kill Pride Club, look up Terrence Smith. He's connected to the page. Follow it, even if you're in a different state and you can't make it out to the meetups. The content is amazing. There's a YouTube. You'll be able to rewatch some of the content, questions that have been answered, all the things. I want to encourage you to go. We love you, men. Yes. We are with you. We are for you. We are not leaving you behind. We are inviting you into what I believe is a beautiful space of healing and wholeness, and our families and the generations after us will be better for your yes into this invitation of real healing. So I love you, brother.
I love you, man. I love you so much. And I'm so proud. Like seeing, again, these last couple of years, we've known each other for years, man.
Right. Yeah. My gosh. Like
seriously.
Years, like a decade. Yes.
This is to me the illustration of nothing is wasted. Right. Met years ago. Long time. Always stay connected. But something over these last several years has really allowed us to grow together.
Well, I got a little freedom out of that marriage, so it was crazy. I was a prisoner. It was crazy. But we live 9 minutes away from each other.
I know. That's beautiful.
And that's beautiful.
That's beautiful. That's how, we were able to get there quick enough to vacuum all that.
To save my whole house.
Hey, the fact that there was no damage is wild.
You saw how much water it was coming out of the driveway.
Listen, it was up to my calves.
That's crazy.
Like for real. So like the fact that there was no damage.
I wasn't even there to see.
Like at all. We were over there taking rugs and moving and toys. Man, it was wild.
It was crazy.
But this is what we do for each other, right?
That's right.
This is how we're supposed to be for each other.
This is why community is the new cool.
Yeah, it is.
This is why community is the new cool.
Right there. Yes.
I love you, man.
Love you too. Appreciate you.
Love you guys.
Thank you for having me.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye. Please keep that in there. Please keep it in there. Hey, I just want to thank you for listening to this episode of the Still Coloring podcast. We really did pour our whole heart into this season to make sure that you know that you're not alone, that you're worthy for friendship, and that you really do not have to build a life by yourself. So make sure that you do a couple of things from here. Check out my brand new book, Don't Try This Alone. Make sure that you're subscribed to my YouTube channel so every time we post a video, you'll get a notification. And make sure you're ready for the next episode of the Still Coloring podcast. Very last thing, I want to give a shout out to the entire team that put this together. Natalie, Gio, Michael, Shaquela, Amanda, my amazing assistant. We did it, y'all. And I'm so grateful that you got to be a part. Check out the next episode and make sure you keep leaning in.